6 games in 3 days, 4 posts. That's the stretch they just started. First pitch to Liam O'Neill is a strike. The count 0-1. It is Joe Christiana on the bump, the right-hander for the Eagles, the graduate student out of Carmel, New York. Dealing quickly, and the pitch just misses high. Last outing for Christiana against Felician, 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, and 4 strikeouts. Didn't walk a batter as well. Same top 3 in the order for Bridgeport. Liam O'Neill went 0 for 4 with a walk in Game 1. A couple of errors defensively as well at short. That pitch swung on and missed. Hard fastball on the outside half. Count 1-2. That one misses in the dirt, low and away, 2-2. Christiana deals pitch number 5 of the day, and he swings and misses. O'Neill down on strikes. So a good start for Christiana. And that brings up Marcos Dominguez. Few strikeouts for him as well in Game 1, but did single in the 9th. As part of the 3-run rally the Knights had to try to make a last-ditch comeback. As Christiana deals, pitching on the inside corner, strike 1. Oh, 1. Nubbed foul off the end of the bat, 0-2. Another miss by Christiana in the count 1-2. So mostly the same 9 for Bridgeport in Game 2. Just one change as that one is hit to the other way on the run. It's the right fielder Frazier who's out there for the second consecutive game, but it'll be a bloop hit for Dominguez. Now Jeremy Rodriguez steps up. He went 3 for 5, but a pair of solo shots off of the 2 different pitchers' posts displayed. So 1 on, 1 out. The dangerous Rodriguez at the plate. Throw back to first, and the tag by Cardona does not get down in time. That one hit to the left side. Alfala fields the second for 1 on to first. It's a double play after the stretch by Cardona turns 2. 6-4-3 to end the top of the first. We'll take a quick break. Bottom half of the inning when we come back. Bottom of the first inning here on the CACC network. The pitcher for Bridgeport, it's James Ackerman, the junior two-way player, sporting a 9.19 ERA. This is his 8th appearance, his 8th start as well, and he's pitched 32 1/3 innings throughout the course of the year. It'll be the shortstop to lead it off for Post. Jesse Alfala had a stellar game one. Pair of walks, a sacrifice fly, and a single as well. Extended his hitting streak to 9, looking to make that double digits. Swung at the first pitch, an off-speed pitch, and missed. So the count 0-1. Ackerman will deliver. That one misses or clips the outside corner, 0-2. Defense for the Knights, it's Armenia, Dominguez, and Milan, left to right. Hennessy, O'Neill, Ortiz, and Rodriguez, third to first, and Salmeri is the catcher. Did not appear in game one. That's strike 3. Alfala down looking on 3 pitches. Didn't expect really to be attacked there on the 0-2, and now that'll bring up Rene Vega with nobody on and 1 out. And Post started game 1 with 10 runs in 3 innings. Going to be tough to have a similar offensive output 2 games in a row, especially in a doubleheader. Righty on lefty, Ackerman takes or deals a strike to Vega. Vega had a couple of hits in game 1, a double and a single in the 2nd and 3rd inning respectively. Oh, 1. Grounded towards the middle. Ortiz to his right, backhands. He's going to fire and just gets Vega by half a step. Really good play by Ortiz, fading to the middle and throwing across his body for the out. 2 down. And that'll bring up Isaiah Velasco, who could not be solved in game 1. 5 for 5, 4 singles and a double. It was really good all around. And that one is hit foul the other way. So Velasco started game 1 in center field, but ended up going behind the plate, starting doing the catching here in game 2. Demarius Rodriguez, who did not play in game 1, is back in center field. And Zion Frazier, who I guess is a newly implemented two-way player, now in right, as that one's taken in the dirt 1-1. That one misses outside, 2-1. And Demarius Rodriguez, who's on deck as the cleanup hitter, has hit third all season. But after the good game Velasco had in the 3 spot, they didn't want to take him out of there. And he will hit with 2 down and nobody on here in the first as Ackerman delivers upstairs. That moves to 3-1. One pitch. Swing and a miss. Big hack at the fastball. That count goes full. So with the win for Post, they're now down to 7 games in hand on first place Dominican and creeping closer to getting even with them in the win column. That one is fouled off his foot. Lesko will try to walk it off, but it'll stay 3-2. We'll see another payoff coming. Bridgeport falls to 7-16 within the conference, so they sink further into 5th place. Again, the top 4 in both the North and South divisions make the CACC tournament. Right now, Post is pretty comfortably in there, but trying to reach that top seed, and they can with a bit of a winning streak, trying to make it 2 consecutive games here against Bridgeport. They'll play 2 more again tomorrow. That one misses outside, and it's a 2-out walk for Velasco. So here is Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the season at 426. 40 hits. That's second on the team. Homered back on March 31st. And he takes a fastball strike. Rodriguez listed as a utility player. Up with 1 on and 2 down. Runner goes. He shows bunt. It goes in front of Ackerman, and he'll throw on to first to retire the side. Both teams scoreless through 1. We're on to the second. It's a 0-0 game. Four, five, six coming up for the Knights in the second. It'll be the second baseman Ortiz to lead it off. Ortiz had a pair of singles in game 1. He'll face Christiana out of the full windup and take a strike. We'll give you the numbers on Joe Christiana, a 5.97 ERA. This is his 7th start. He struck out 27 but walked just 5. Normally very good control of the zone. And the 1-1 to the lefty is down and in, 2-1. The one thing that has hurt Christiana throughout the season, an opponent's batting average of 299, as the 2-1 pitch is hit the other way high in the air, but foul out of play. Chance to face an offense that hasn't done as much damage of late. Try to bring that number down, but good strikeout numbers and does go good distances normally. 2-2. Hit the other way off the inside of the bat, but foul. Christiana of late, like I said, 8 innings against Felician, 5 innings against Southern Connecticut State. His best start arguably was against Caldwell on March 23rd. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, just one of those earned, a walk and 6 strikeouts. 2-2 to Ortiz is hit high in the air again, this time in play for Rivera, who's on the infield grass and lunging and making the catch for the first out. So Maturo is next. He's DHing for the second consecutive game. Walked and singled in game 1. Christiana deals another pop-up. This one's in play too. Frazier Vega, who wants it? It's Zion Frazier who creeps in and makes the catch. So 2 outs on 2 pitches for Christiana, and more efficiency for the righty here in the second inning. That'll bring up Vin Milan with nobody on and 2 down. Milan had a double in the 9th inning of Game 1. Velasco tried to bring that back in, but it misses outside, 1-0. Not nearly the amount of traffic we saw to start this game in Game 1. Better defense especially. We had 7 total errors in Game 1 between the two teams. That one a strike on the outside, Black 1-2. Christiana tried to make it a 1-2-3 inning, and he misses the outside half again. If it gets there, Tyler Pennessy waits on deck. 2-2, way outside that time. Payoff. Just missed outside again, and it's a walk to Milan. First walk issued by Christiana. Another rarity. Again, just 5 coming into this game, but issues 1 with 2 away to Milan, and that brings up Pennessy, who had a double in the 9th inning as well. That is a breaking ball that doesn't get low enough. It's ball 1. So Milan off the bag at first. A throw back by Christiana to check. Gets back inside. One-zero pitch from Christiana. Swing and a miss. Gets back in the zone there. They count 1-1. One pitch. Swing and a miss. Couple waves. It misses. Snap throw to first. It eats up Cardona. And getting back to the bag is Milan. So another 1-2 count here from Christiana. Trying to get out of the second unscathed. Got the double play ball to work around a single in the first. Trying to get around a walk here in the second. 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball blown by Pennessy to end the inning. We're still scoreless after 1.5. Post coming back. Bottom of the second inning from Municipal Stadium. Jeremy Goldstein with you. 4-5-6 for post here in the bottom half of the frame, or 5-6-7 that is. It is Rivera, Cardona, and Roberge. Rivera, a very productive game one, as he takes a strike. Rivera singled in his first 2 plate appearances, got hit by a pitch in the third. That was all in 3 innings, and then a pop out and a fly out to deep center. He was hit cleanup in game one, now hitting 5th here in game 2. Line drive center field. There's a base hit. It gets by Dominguez. Deja vu from game 1. Rivera's going to go for 3. Here is the throw. It gets by O'Neill and Ortiz. So standing up into third is Rivera. We'll see how many errors are awarded there. But nonetheless, it is a runner on third for the Eagles with nobody out. The same thing happened on a ball that Hayden Roberge hit in game 1. Dominguez let it go through the wickets, and it cost him a couple extra bases. It'll be a single and an E8. And now Post with an opportunity to take the lead here in the second inning. So now Cardona, who hit a big-time double the opposite way in the first inning in game 1 to kind of really emphasize the Post lead early on. Ackerman taking his time, now deals, and that one way inside. Count 1-0. One hit aside, but a runner on third with nobody out for Post here in the second. Misses outside to Ackerman there. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss. Big time cut by Cardona. Count 2-1. Trying to definitely get the run in with that swing. Middle of the infield plays back. Corners on the tip of the grass. More so Rodriguez at first base. With Panisi a little beyond the grass at third. 2-1. Another cut and miss. Chases that one upstairs. Count 2-2. Couple really big hacks that time. Trying to send the ball a long way. See if he shortens up on the 2-2 delivery from Ackerman. Pitch to the plate. Another cut and miss. Tipped into the glove of Salmeri. Big strikeout for Ackerman. There's one down. So here is Hayden Roberge. Trying to get the run in. Still can do it with a fly ball. That misses outside. Good layoff by Roberge. The count 1-0. That one hit the other way. Chasing after it, Rodriguez. Towards the dugout. Fell too fast. We've seen some good catches in foul territory. If you tuned in for game 1, a lot of bloop hits. Especially on the post side, where a lack of communication resulted in a lot of those no man's land singles. Even doubles in some cases. 1-1 coming. Kind of nubbed foul towards the Bridgeport dugout. Count 1-2. So a strike away Ackerman is from getting closer to getting out of a bad jam here. With the runner on third with nobody out, he strikes out Cardona. Now a pitch away from putting away Roberge. Infield plays at the same depth with one away. Delivery from Ackerman. In the dirt. Good block by Selmeri that time. Post had a couple of runs on wild pitches in the first game, so Selmeri trying to definitely have an impact on this one with his defense. Delivery, hit towards the middle, threw for a base hit past the glove of Ortiz. Rivera will score easily, trying to stretch it into a double is Robert. She slips, goes back to first, and gets back in time. That was nearly dangerous. But nonetheless, an RBI knock for the post left fielder, and it's 1-0 Eagles. So Post looking to keep the line moving with a 1-0 advantage, as here is Jaden Kelly. Went 0 for 4 with a walk in game one, takes down and outside. It's one of those balls where maybe if the infield did play in as a collective, as Robert dives back to first, maybe Ortiz can get there, but he had to take a weird angle to the ball, allowing it to get into the outfield for a base hit. Maybe Robert even gets there if he doesn't slip going a second. Another wave and miss by Kelly, the count 1-1. And Robert off the bag at first. Post trying to get their second hit of the inning. Another dive back. It's 2 engagements over at first. One. Fastball strike, 1-2. Went right at Kelly that time. Kelly standing very close to the plate from the right side. 1-2 coming from Ackerman. Pitch. Did it get a piece of him? It did, and it's definitely going to sting in cold weather, but nonetheless, Kelly gets first base. 2 on and 1 out now for Post. So a real opportunity for Post to break through. Already up 1-0, 2 on and 1 out. And that brings up the 9-hitter, Zion Frazier, who tripled in game one. His first hit of the year. Pitch outside. Pitch to Frazier. There's a strike. Frazier walked and tripled in that game. Played a really good right field. No blemishes. That one fouled away. And a reminder, this game's 7 innings long. As per usual with the second half of a doubleheader. Robert's off second. Kelly off of first after the hit by pitch. Ackerman will go out of the stretch with 1 away. 1-2 trying to put away Frazier. And he finds the zone on a breaking ball, strike 3. Frazier down looking. Back to the top of the order now with Alfala, who struck out looking on 3 pitches. Uncharacteristic for him, but he's trying to extend his hit streak. 9 straight games with a knock. Looking to make it 10 with 2 away. Pitch is low. One zero. Hit to shallow right, falling fast, but it's going to stay in the infield as Rodriguez makes the catch. Post gets one on the board after the RBI single by Hayden Roberts. We're through two, on to the third. It's 1-0 Post. Top of the third inning from Municipal Stadium. Jeremy Goldstein here. It's a 1-0 Post lead for Bridgeport. It'll be 8-9-1. Armenia, Salmeri, and O'Neill. Joe Christiana, a solid 2 innings thus far. Hasn't surrendered a run quite yet. And there is a strike to Armenia. That one misses a little bit high. When Armenia in game one put a pretty solid left field, walked but hit the ball on the ground a couple of times. So no hits registered for him. Valesco tried to bring that back around while lunging up for it, but it's 2-1. That one above the belt, so Christiana falls behind. 3-1 coming. There's a strike. Christiana hasn't been afraid to use the fastball and challenge hitters to get back in accounts. It's helped him out so far. And he throws another one, but it's fouled away. Another foul ball, so we'll get a third consecutive payoff. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one in the dirt. Second walk issued by Christiana. Again, he came in with just 5. And he's already walked 2 here in the third inning. So tying run on here for Bridgeport with nobody out. Here is Nico Salmeri. Showing bunt. Gets it down. Rivera will go to first. Carmona able to dig it out of the dirt for the first out. On to second goes Armenia. So a good sack bunt by the catcher. And that brings the top of the order back up with Liam O'Neill. O'Neill struck out swinging to lead off the game. 4 strikeouts now dating back to the start of game 1. Leadoff hitters had a little bit of a rough day at the plate, but a chance to break through and tie it here for the Knights. Checks his swing. Did he go around? Valesco looking for an appeal, and they say no. Swing and a miss there by O'Neill to count 1-1. O'Neill and then Dominguez, who has the lone hit today for Bridgeport in the early going. Dominguez has hit the ball hard a few times over the two games. Not always something to show for it. Another wave and a miss on top of the baseball by O'Neill. Strikeout would go a long way for Christiana here. Try to get the second out with the runner in scoring position. Checks back to second and deals. Good block by Velesco. Count even at 2-2. Two pitch. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the glove of Velesco. Big second out. 5 strikeouts now total on the day for O'Neill, and that brings up Marcos Dominguez. Trying to break through. Bridgeport trailed early again in game 1. Didn't end up making a run to tie it. So Bridgeport has trailed pretty much for the entire doubleheader up to this point. And that one misses outside. Armenia off the bag at second. Christiana looks in. He'll deal the 1-0. Another miss outside, 2-0. Definitely don't want to walk Dominguez. Rodriguez waiting on deck with the 2 home runs earlier in the day. One to dead center and the other one to left. 2-2. Phone to right. Frazier backs up and makes the catch. Another scoreless frame by Joe Christiana. Post will come back to hit in the bottom of the third. They lead 1-0. Two, 3, 4 for Post in the bottom half of the third. They lead 1-0. It'll be Rene Vega to lead things off. Got robbed of an infield hit in his first at-bat today. A ground out to the right side. Good play made by Christian Ortiz over there at second base. Ackerman trying to keep the deficit intact at 1 for his team. And Vega loops that into left center field, charging in Dominguez, and he can't play it on a hop, and it gets by him again. Vega taking advantage of the extra base. He wants another at third. Good speed by Vega, and he's safe over there. Ball trickles to the fence, but he won't get awarded the extra bag. Vega safe at third, and for the second consecutive inning, an E8 after a single, sets up Post with a runner on third and nobody out. So Dominguez, who had an error in center field in Game 1, already has 2 here in Game 2, all of them on fielding base hits up the middle. And now Velasco, who is 5 for 5 with a walk, combining the 2 games this far, steps up to the dish. Wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't get anything to hit here with the open base at first. Lefty on righty matchup between Velasco and Ackerman. And the righty deals. First pitch swinging, fouled away left side. A 1 pitch. Hit again to the left side. Chasing after it is Armenia, but he can't get it as it falls by the tarp with a count 0-2. Velasco's been a good hitter with 2 strikes. He's faced those situations today a handful of times, trying to, again, knock in another run for the Eagles here with nobody out. Vega has speed, so can score on a shallow fly ball if need be. 0-2 coming out of the stretch to Velasco, and he hits that the other way. It's another base hit. Vega scores, 6th hit on the day for Isaiah Velasco, and it's 2-0 Post. So the Eagles take advantage of both E8s in center field by Dominguez. And now it'll be Demarius Rodriguez, who is thrown out on a bunt to the pitcher's mound back in the first frame. Pitch down and away, 1-0. That line off the middle got a piece of Ackerman, but goes right to Ortiz for 1. On to first. They can't double up Rodriguez. And now we check on Ackerman, who's saying it went off his glove, and he's all right. Pointed to his glove to tell the staff on the bench, I'm good, don't come out. It'll be a fielder's choice, though, for Rodriguez as the first out is recorded. And now here's Justin Rivera, who is 1 for 1. Ackerman dealing to Rivera. Runner goes. Pitch is low. Throw down is not in time. Salmeri threw it from his knees, but Rodriguez picks up the stolen base. For Demarius Rodriguez, his 9th stolen base in 10 attempts. The runner in scoring position now for the Eagles. There's Rivera, who's had a really good day overall, looking to knock in another. Big lead here for Rodriguez. And the pitch hit the other way, kind of off the inside of the bat and fell. So it's 1-1. Rodriguez really trying to distract Ackerman over there. He's taking a big lead, and Ortiz not really committing too much towards the base. Rodriguez does lead the team in stolen bases and attempts. Another big lead, taking a couple steps off, and that one way outside. Salmeri with a good stretch to block it. And Rivera ahead in the count, 2-1. Oh, good job by Salmeri to bring that in. It's 2-2. That one fouled back to the screen, stays 2-2. Rivera battling with Ackerman now. One down, one runner on second. Post leading 2-0. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Swing and a foul ball. Rivera just getting a piece to stay alive. Did expand out of the zone for that one, and Rodriguez got a great jump towards third. Two-two, way outside. Salmeri again with a good snag, and the count worked full. Rivera really making Ackerman work. Ackerman's pitch count hovering up towards 50 now, here in the third. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. The throw to third not in time. So Rivera down on strikes. But a stolen base for Rodriguez, his 10th on the year. And then that'll bring up Cardona. Here's Michael Cardona. 2 out, runner on third. Pitch is low. Got away momentarily from Salmeri, but not enough for Rodriguez to advance home. Fouled away right side, 1-1. Ackerman now at 52 pitches here in the third inning, and Bridgeport did get a lot out of Luke Russo, who threw them 3 1/3 innings of relief in game one to kind of give the bullpen rest after Brendan Palmer was chased early out of the game. Big cut and miss on a pitch high. 1 strike away from getting out of the inning is James Ackerman with 2 down. Cardona had the 1 double to right in the first inning in game 1. Looking for more here with 2 down and a runner on third. 1-2 from Ackerman is spiked in the dirt, 2-2. Another 2-2. Grounded to the left side, fielded by Pennesy on to first in time. And the runner on third is stranded, but Post adds another on the RBI single by Isaiah Velasco. On to the top of the fourth. It's 2-0 Eagles. Top of the fourth inning from Municipal Stadium. 2-0 Post in front. It is Joe Christiana on for his fourth inning of work. First pitch is upstairs to Jeremy Rodriguez. Grounded into a double play in the first inning to end the frame. Popped up and fell. No runs, one hit, no error, or one error that is, or two. The board doesn't display it, but 0-1 and 2 for Bridgeport, 2-4 and 0 for Post as Rodriguez swings and misses at that one. 1 and 2 the count on the Bridgeport first baseman. Again, 2 home runs in game 1, but a double play here in game 2. Pitches outside, 2 and 2. Inside for strike 3. Came back around the outside corner and in the zone. Rodriguez down looking. Fourth strikeout for Christiana, and that'll bring up Christian Ortiz. Pop up to the third base side his first time. First pitch swinging, fly ball left center field. On the run is Demarius Rodriguez. He'll make the catch to his right for the second out. So a quick 2 outs for Christiana here in the fourth, and that'll bring up Maturo, who popped up to shallow right. That one misses a little low. And Maturo doing the DH again, just like in game 1. That misses the outside corner. There's a strike. Count 2 and 1. That one fouled away. Count 2 and 2. So Christiana, who's had moments where he's fallen behind, he's walked a couple hitters, but as of late, doing a good job of commanding the zone and getting even when he falls behind. He'll deal a 2-2 to Maturo. Popped up to deep right field. Frazier, Rodriguez, both there. Frazier, did he grab it? No. Falls off and hits the bottom of the fence. We'll see what they rule it. It's going to be a double ruled for Maturo. So tying run to the plate now for Bridgeport. It's Vin Milan. Milan walked back in the second inning. So Milan trying to at least get Bridgeport closer here with a base hit, and he fouls away that pitch 0-1. One coming. Line to the right field. Frazier on the run. He extends and makes the catch. Zion Frazier, who's playing right field for the first time today, struggles with the ball and then makes a stellar grab for redemption. Scoreless frame for Bridgeport. We're on to the bottom half of the fourth. It's 2-0 Post. Hayden Roberge is on to face Ackerman with nobody out to lead off the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-0. Post in front trying to sweep this doubleheader. Again, these two teams will play again tomorrow at Bridgeport, another 2-game series, as that one hits the outside corner for strike one. Again, this is game 2 of 6 games in 3 days for Post. They'll play 4 more across Friday and Saturday. They got to make up a lot of games here in conference as the season winds down. That's flown to right, but foul. Robert singled in his first at bat back in the second. 0-2. Flown to shallow right. Milan is there and makes the catch for the first out. Now Jalen Kelly, who got hit by a pitch his first time up. Checked his swing, no appeal, so the count 1-0. That one misses below the knees, 2-0. That one brought back in for a strike, 2-1. And it'll be Kelly and then Frazier to round out the bottom of the order here in the fourth. And the 2-1, way outside, 3-1. And Kelly walked in the first game, been hit by a pitch, looking for his first hit on the evening. 3-1 coming. On the outside corner, strike 2. And the count is full on Kelly. Ackerman will deal the payoff with one away. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball dropped in there for a strike. And Kelly's retired for the second out. Little bit of displeasure coming from the post dugout after that strike three call. And Zion Frazier will now step up to the plate with 2 outs. There's a strike. Oh, 1. Another strike. Breaking ball dropped in there, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Way outside, 1-2. Frazier struck out looking his first time. That one hit the other way to right field down the line. Milan on the run, but it goes foul into the corner. So Frazier battling with nobody on and 2 out. Again, Post with a 2-0 lead. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 3 innings remaining after this one. Another 1-2 to the Post right fielder. Misses outside, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Ackerman, his 70th pitch of the night. Swing and a miss. Frazier expands the zone and goes down swinging. 1-2-3 frame for James Ackerman. We're on to the 5th. It's 2-0 Post. Top of the 5th inning from Municipal Stadium. Jeremy Goldstein on. It's 2-0 Post in front of Bridgeport. The Knights trying to make a run here. They got 9 outs to play with. It'll be 7-8-9. Panisi leads it off. The third baseman takes outside. For Joe Christiana, he's been sharp this far. That was his 57th pitch. And 4 innings of work in the books, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And he deals a pitch just below the knees, 2-0. As for Panisi, a strikeout swinging back in the 2nd inning. But a double and a single back in game 1 of the doubleheader. There's a ground ball to short. Alfala puts him away for the first out. So the first batter of the inning retired by Christiana, and that'll bring up Armenia. Anthony Armenia, a walk back in the third. That led off the inning. Ended up getting to second base after a sac bunt, but didn't come around to score, and that one's in there for a strike. We're starting to see the post infield start to play a little more towards the shift. You see shortstop Alfala playing close to the third base side. There's a cut on and miss by Armenia on the high fastball. He's down 0-2. Meanwhile, Vega kind of shading towards the middle. First baseline also wide open. Cardona leaving it there as well. One-two coming. And the pitch. In the dirt. Gets away from Velasco, but nobody on base to worry about. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. Armenia battling. Another 2-2 coming from Christiana. Did he go? Appeal down? No, he did not. Velasco thought otherwise, but it will be a full count. Payoff pitch coming from Christiana now, and that's poked foul the other way. So Armenia a tough out right now. Bridgeport trying to rally down 2-0. The 3-2 outside ball 4. Second walk of the night by Armenia. So Nico Salmeri, who laid down a sac bunt on his first plate appearance of the day, has a runner on first to work with again, but this time one away. The top of the order is looming after. If Salmeri's able to do something good here for this offense. Runner goes, throw down a second by Velasco is not in time. A stolen base by Armenia. The runner in scoring position now. Another 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Salmeri. Big cut. They count 1-1. Lights are on now here at Municipal Stadium as the sun has gone down mostly. And a foul tip to the screen, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Popped up. And back over the booth here. Count stays 1-2. And now another 1-2. Fly ball, center field. Rodriguez back, drifting to his left. He hauls it down for the grab. Tagging to third is Armenia. He's in there standing. So a fly out to center for Salmeri, and now a big spot for Liam O'Neill, who has a chance to make this a one-run game with a base hit. O'Neill has struck out swinging twice in this game. He's struck out 5 times across the doubleheader. Can he make this a one-run game for Bridgeport here in the 5th? And he takes high 1-0. One 0 pitch to O'Neill. Swing and a miss. Ball that kind of stayed in on him. It's 1-1. One coming again. Swing and a miss. Another big cut. And Christiana a strike away from stranding this runner on third. Here's the 1-2. That gets away nearly, but Velasco able to stab it in the count 2-2. O'Neill able to lay that one off. Two. In the dirt, 3-2. If you walk O'Neill, then you have Dominguez and Rodriguez waiting. Two of the better hitters on this Bridgeport team. Let's see if Christiana goes right at O'Neill on the payoff pitch with 2 away. Outside, corner, strike 3. O'Neill punched out his 3rd strikeout of the night, and the 2-0 post lead stays intact. On to the bottom of the 5th. Post coming to hit. Bottom of the 5th inning, and it's the top of the order for Post here in bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order for Post as Jesse Alfala will lead things off. Vega will follow. And Post leading this game 2-0 on 4 hits. Both of those runs unearned as James Ackerman will deal. 9-game hitting streak on the line for Alfala as he takes the one outside. Both Post runs, again, one came in the 2nd, one came in the 3rd, came on leadoff singles that were turned into 2-base errors because Michael Dominguez over in center field bobbled them, and then the singles turned into triples, if you will. And those runners came around to score. So if they were limited to just first base, this might be a scoreless game. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut that time by Alfala, 1-2. Now another 1-2 coming. Fly ball right field. not deep. Milan is there, and he hauls it in for the first out. So here is Rene Vega, singled in the third, came around to score on, again, that E8 by Dominguez in center. Other than that, Ackerman's been pretty sharp. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 74 pitches up until now. 4 hits, again, those 200 runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Pitch to Vega. In the dirt, 1-0. Misses outside to Vega, 2-0. Vega and the aforementioned Alfala, they've played a good duo in the middle of the infield. Again, Vega playing second base, Alfala at short. 2-0. Kind of jam shot towards second. Ortiz scoops, fires, and did Rodriguez pick that? Yes, he did. 2 away. And that'll bring up Velasco, who's yet to be retired tonight. Velasco, 6 for 6 with a walk across the doubleheader. Looking to keep the inning alive with 2 away. That one way inside on him, 1-0. That one outside, 2-0. Looks like Cristiano will head back out there for the 6th. 78 pitches so far, just the 2 hits and 3 walks, 5 strikeouts as well. And a 2-0 lead intact. 2-0. High fly ball center field. Dominguez giving chase. Still back towards the track. That's off the wall. It's a 7-hit doubleheader for Velasco, and he's got a triple. Isaiah Velasco with the day of his life, arguably, on the baseball diamond, as he continues to stay red hot and set up Demarius Rodriguez with a chance to drive in a big insurance run here in the bottom of the 5th. Rodriguez is 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a bunt back to the pitcher. Can he come up with a big 2-out knock here tonight? Down and inside, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Correct myself to 0-2, the count on Rodriguez. And Velasco off of third with 2 down. Ackerman's pitch. Off the black outside, 1-2. One-two pitch. The other way to left. Armenia on the run. It is a foul ball. Just off the third base line. Would have easily scored the run. But Rodriguez will have to take another hack. 1-2. Grounded to the left side. At short, it's O'Neill, and he makes the throw onto first for the third out. We're through 5. It's still 2-0 Post. We got a pinch hitter to lead off the top of the 6th inning. Looks like Bridgeport looking for a different source of offense. It'll be Paul Fernandez pinch hitting for Marcos Dominguez. Again, Dominguez in the source of those 2 crucial errors that resulted in the post runs. Fernandez, a senior out of North Andover, Massachusetts. Transfer from Hudson Valley Community College. Swing and a miss there. Has not appeared in a game since March 29th. Went 1 for 1 in that one against Felician. That one fouled away. Christiana still out there for Post. Again, trying to complete a doubleheader sweep on Bridgeport before they hit the road and face the Knights on their field tomorrow. Swing and a miss. Fernandez down on strikes, 1 away. So here is Jeremy Rodriguez, and if you're Post, you're happy that this guy can't tie the game with 1 swing here. He's up with nobody on. He is 0 for 2 with a double play and a strikeout looking. Swing and a miss. Big cut on the off speed. Rodriguez a bigger guy, 6'1". Another swing and miss, 0-2. Definitely having a harder time with Christiana's stuff more so than he did with Brennan Holligan's stuff back in game 1. Finds himself behind in another count here. Oh, 2. Way outside. Shanked that one. And the count 1-2. One, 2 to Rodriguez, the first baseman. Swing and a miss. He chased. 2 down. So now Ortiz. Ortiz has popped to third, flown to center. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Very efficient. Here has been Joe Cristiano with the best part of the order here in the sixth inning. He struck out the first two, looking to retire the side in order. Misses inside to Ortiz there. It's 1-1. One pitch, way outside. Did come a little closer to the corner than I thought, but nonetheless 2-1. Now the 2-1. Way inside on Ortiz, and it's 3-1. Let's see if Ortiz is willing to go after one here on the 3-ball count. Trying to get the tying run to the plate. And he hits a high fly ball in the center. Rodriguez charging after it. And he stumbles on it and makes the catch to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Cristiana. Post looking to add some insurance when we come back. Bottom of the sixth inning here from Municipal Field, or Municipal Stadium, that is, here in Waterbury. Post holding on to a 2-0 lead, looking for some insurance runs. Again, Jeremy Goldstein on hand. Post won game one of this doubleheader, 11-6, trying to complete the Sunday sweep. It's Justin Rivera against Ackerman here to lead off the bottom half. And Rivera takes a strike. It was a long battle for Rivera the last time he came to the dish. Struck out after multiple payoff pitches came to the plate. His 0-1 here is outside, 1-1. Rivera singled back in the second inning and then struck out in the third, now getting what could be his final plate appearance of the night here in the sixth. Again, Post will try to get the save at the very least, or the final 3 outs in the top of the seventh, as that one is upstairs, ball 2. So we have the 9-inning game 1. And then game 2, 7 innings long. They'll do it again tomorrow in Bridgeport. In 4 games between these two teams in 2 days. 2-1 to Rivera from Ackerman. Checked his swing. Umpire calls strike on the inside corner regardless. It's 2-2. Another question, will we see Joe Christiana go in for the 7-inning complete game shutout, perhaps? Or do the Post Eagles go with a reliever to try to get the save? Pop up into the shallow right field area in the foul territory. Was the catch made over there by Rodriguez, the first baseman? Looks like he did not corral it by the bullpen, and so Rivera with new life. Rivera playing well in game one with 2 hits in his first 2 at-bats over the first couple of innings. 10-run explosion for the Eagles back in game one over the first 3 frames of that one. 2-2 to Rivera. Low in the dirt, and the count is full. So Post trying to keep the pressure on here with nobody out. 3-2. Coming to the third baseman, Rivera. Ackerman out of the full windup deals. Breaking ball got him to chase, strike 3. Second time that pitch has got Rivera to strike out. And there's one away. So they'll bring up Michael Cardona. Drove in a couple runs over in game one of this doubleheader with the first inning double to right field. But nothing yet to brag about here tonight. Strikeout and a ground ball to third. That one's sliced foul. Cardona's been very good defensively at first base, especially picking balls out of the ground. 0-2-2 for Bridgeport, 2-5-1 for Post. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. One on the way. Misses outside again, 2-1. It'll be Cardona and then Hayden Roberge, who is one of the big hits on the day for Post in this game. 2-1 coming from Ackerman. Big cut and miss. Breaking ball has really got a lot of these hitters out in front. The count 2-2. Pitch from Ackerman here. Grounded to the opposite field, Ortiz. Easy flip to first for the second out. So Hayden Roberge will step up with 2 outs and nobody on. Again, he's got the RBI single back in the second inning to give Post the lead. And flew out to medium deep right in the fourth. First pitch to Roberge is almost brought back to the outside corner by Salmeri behind the plate, but it's 1-0. Roberge hitting 7th in the Post order tonight. That one hit foul. Back to the screen, 1-1. Jaden Kelly awaits on deck. Got hit by a pitch and struck out looking. If it gets to him, he'll have his 3rd plate appearance of the night. For now, it's the 1-1 to Roberge. Ackerman, full windup. Fastball misses high. Two-one. Another miss upstairs from Ackerman. He's behind 3-1. Don't want to walk guys with 2 outs. Kelly's got a home run on the season. Zion Frazier tripled earlier in the day, game 1 of this doubleheader. He hits 9th. He's after Kelly if it does get that far. That pitch fouled away, so we'll get a full count with 2 away. And nobody on for Roberge. Ackerman trying to let his offense have one more crack at coming back here tonight. Down 2-0 in the bottom of the sixth. And the righty deals. Good job by Roberge to lay off the breaking ball, and he's going to work a walk with 2 away. So here is Jalen Kelly. Again, got hit by a pitch and then struck out looking on a pitch that the post dugout certainly did not agree with. That pitch hits Kelly again. So for the second time tonight, Kelly's going to reach on a hit by pitch, and all of a sudden, Post has 2 on with 2 out and has a real good opportunity here to expand the lead, with Zion Frazier taking a crack at it for the third time tonight. Looked like Ackerman was cruising through the first couple of hitters here in the sixth, but now he's in trouble. It's the 9-hitter Frazier. Breaking ball strike, one of his best pitches of the night. It's Roberge off second, Kelly off of first with 2 away. And Frazier tripled to the right center field gap in game 1, his final at bat of that game. He struck out twice, though, tonight against Ackerman, and he chases a fastball. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Grounded to the third base side. Fielded by Panisi, and he steps on the third base bag to retire the side. One more crack at it for Bridgeport in the top of the seventh. They need 2 when we come back. Top of the seventh inning from Municipal Stadium. Post trying to close it out. Joe Christiana, 3 outs away from becoming the all-time wins leader here at Post. He'll face 5, 6, 7 in the order. Maturo, Milan, and Panisi. Pitch misses, or no, clips the inside corner for a strike. Maturo is 1 for 2 as one of the 2 Bridgeport hits tonight. He doubled back in the fourth. That one's popped up, foul out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. That one misses upstairs and outside, 1-2. That one just misses the inside corner. The count now 2-2. So Maturo works it even. Swing and a miss. Heater at the knees. One down. There's a strike to Milan. Count 0-1. Really seeing Christiana attack the zone. Here in the 7th. 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1. And now the 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1. So he falls behind Milan here, who's walked and lined out to right. So he's actually had a couple of good plate appearances against Christiana tonight, in which hitting has been rough for Bridgeport, as that's ripped down the left field line, but foul. Bridgeport just trying to get a runner on here so they can bring the tying run to the plate, have a chance to tie the game with one swing. 2-2 pitch. Outside, count full. It'll be a payoff. Outside corner, strike 3. Milan does not like it, but Post is now an out away. Ninth strikeout for Christiana. There is a strike to Panisi. That one fouled away. Post a strike away. Oh, 2. Just missed the outside corner. Good take there by Panisi, but he stays alive. Post again, trying to wrap it up. 1-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Christiana strikes out the side. He is now the all-time wins leader. Here at Post University, they take the doubleheader, 2-0, winning game 1 11-6, and game 2 2-0, behind 10 strikeouts from Joe Christiana. Well, that's it for Post Baseball here. Stay tuned. We're going to do some interviews here with some players of the game. But again, Post wins game 2 by a score of 2-0. I'm Jeremy Goldstein. We'll be right back to hear from some guys after the game here on the CACC Network. Jeremy Goldstein here with Isaiah Velesco. Combined 7 for 7 today with a walk in the doubleheader sweep over Bridgeport. Talk about your approach at the plate today and what caused all the success.
It's been the same approach since I first started playing here. It's just when I played over Felician, like I was hitting balls hard and right where I wanted them. I just weren't falling. Today I kept the same approach, didn't try to change too much, and today it just fell.
Especially in game one, really good offensive damage against this Bridgeport pitching staff. What were you guys seeing as a lineup, as a whole?
I think for the most part they're just attacking away, like they're living around the zone, so it's kudos to them. I mean, if you can stay around the zone, it's very hard to hit. I think for the most part we were just trying to be aggressive. Starting out the season, we were very aggressive and swinging at balls in the dirt or swinging at balls that we shouldn't be swinging at. Recently we've been a lot more patient, more passive. So I think today we just try to focus on being a lot more passively aggressive or patiently aggressive, as I like to say. Just swinging at balls in the zone and swinging at the pitches that we can hit.
Isaiah, this is part of a stretch. 6 games in 3 days. You're 2-0 to start. How do you guys stay locked in and keep this winning streak going?
We just keep building on what we did today. I mean, just build off game one, build off game two, and just take it one game at a time, one pitch at a time. That's all it is.
Isaiah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jeremy Goldstein here with Joe Christiana, who just set the all-time Post wins record here with Post Baseball. You've been here for a little bit now, Joe. Talk about how much this record means to you.
I mean, having my parents here is that's the best part about it. I mean, I've been here 6 years, and at the beginning, I would have never thought any of this stuff would happen ever.
Yeah, and the win to get the record was, a 2-0 complete game shutout over Bridgeport. Talk about your approach to the Bridgeport lineup across the 7 innings.
I mean, I saw game one and how Holly kind of handled them, so I wanted to do something similar or even better. So I kind of just stuck to what I usually do and threw a bunch of strikes. So.
Joe, I asked this question to Isaiah, who is just in here. This is part of a stretch, 6 games in 3 days. That can be really taxing, especially in the sport of baseball. Talk about how you stay locked in. You've won 3 in a row, and how you can keep this winning streak going.
I change absolutely nothing. I know strikes all day, and that's I'm not changing nothing from there. So,
Joe, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.